Charlie.
And Ben. Our top stories today are: David Cameron has experienced his first major defeat in the House of Commons over new Sunday trading laws that were turned down by his own party members.
Sir George Martin, the record producer that helped catapult the Beatles into stardom, has recently passed away at the age of 90.
12 children with cataracts have been given the chance to see again after pioneering stem cell research.
Mother's Day was last Sunday, and I'm sure most of our viewers had a lovely day with their mums. However, the amount of children who didn't get that luxury could fill 3,095 classrooms.
The Queen has protested the press watchdog after the Sun claims that she backs a Brexit vote.
We asked members of the public in Tunbridge Wells about their views on the EU referendum.
We at Tunbridge Wells Grammar School for Boys wanted to find out opinions about the European referendum. So, our whole team went out to find out.
How important is the issue of Europe for you, and are you going to vote?
Well, I think it's a very important issue. I've got very strong views on it, and yes, I'm definitely going to vote.
I think we're better as a combination of countries, and in that sense we probably have, or Europe in general has more power and more influence across the world. So,
okay,
yeah.
Thank you.
I think that the European issue has been overdone. I think that it was political rather than a substantive issue that was raised in a political campaign, and unfortunately we're now faced with a storm in a teacup.
I feel we're better part of a big community now, with all that goes on with terrorism and the way the world's evolving. I think together we're stronger.
If we were to leave the EU, how do you think it will affect us?
I don't really think it would affect us as an age group because it does, because we're still in education.
What do you think? Back to the studio.
But now, we'll be looking at one of the most serious issues in schools today.
What, your haircut?
No, bullying.
Alright. We will now go to our first story on bullying in schools.
Bullying is a very serious subject. 7 in 10 young people are or have been a victim of cyberbullying.
And interestingly, a number of cases we've had of bullying is that a student who is perhaps older, so when they get older in the school and are involved and get in trouble for bullying, they actually themselves have been bullied lower down the school.
I now feel bad about making fun of your hair.
It's alright, Curtains.
Anyway, let's get on with the news, shall we?
Yes. Our next story is a huge problem affecting many people all over the country.
No matter who you are, obesity is a big problem, and schools and the government are trying hard to tackle it.
Obesity is a major growing problem in the UK, and some people don't realise how serious it is. This story will explore the issue, and we will speak to some experts in this field to find out how serious this problem is. This is Leon and Gabriel reporting for BBC News School Report.
The annual cost to the NHS is at £5.1 billion, meaning it costs £85 per person in the United Kingdom. The cost of obesity to the wider economy stands at £27 billion. As shown earlier by the bullying story, there are many reasons why the kids are bullied, and obesity is one of them. This can link to absence from school and later hindering their careers. Along with a lesser chance of being employed, severe obesity reduces life expectancy by 8 to 10 years, knocking up to a decade off people's lives. The difference between kids at the start of primary school and at the end is that obesity levels have more than doubled, taking the percentage off a healthy weight, meaning the growth in obesity as kids grow up is going to double every 6 years unless this problem is solved.
After looking at the facts and stats given to us by Public Health England, we went to interview a local GP on what the causes and effects of obesity were.
We're seeing these health problems in younger children, and they were previously affecting people in their 40s and 50s, so heart attacks, strokes, diabetes, and that's happening earlier on, so that the burden of disease is going to be much bigger and much greater.
After finding out the causes and effects of obesity, we realised that this issue shouldn't be a problem. However, all that's going to happen in the future is it's going to get worse and worse. Now back to the studio.
Each year, hundreds of thousands of students get the bus to school every day.
But although it seems like a useful form of transport, many students are unhappy with their transport provided due to late buses and expensive fares.
We'll pass over to Finn, who'll be looking into the story in further detail.
Hi, my name's Finn and this is BBC School News Reports. Today I'm going to be reporting on a story which will get your minds ticking and your children questioning. In our story today, we will be taking on travel service giant Arriva, who claim to provide stress-free travel. But in this story, we take an in-depth look at the service they actually provide for students in our school. Do you think you get value for money from the service that we're provided with? The care, consideration and conditions are acceptable considering the amount of money we pay for it. We have shocking footage showing young customers in need of a ride home being turned away from Arriva buses. Is this fair that paying customers are regularly turned away without remorse?
On numerous occasions I've been turned away and told my bus is too busy and I can't get home. However, there's only one bus I can get home, and that has meant I had to call my parents and get them to pick me up from other places.
Only 10 out of 180 students surveyed are satisfied with their service provided by bus contractors. But it's not only children that are unsatisfied with this service.
The number 1403 bus, which is now been cancelled, which means that from Sevenoaks and Oxford, there's no transport other than the train to come down.
I think Arriva need to answer some questions. Back to the studio.
Creative subjects. Are they necessary? What do you think, Ben?
Of course not. Why would anyone need to know how to cook pasta or to play Star Wars on the guitar?
Actually, I think they are a great way of showcasing ideas, and they're much more fun than maths.
I can't argue with that. Now to Ollie with more on the story.
Since 2003, there have been massive drops in the number of students continuing with creative subjects onto GCSE. The government is introducing new initiatives such as the new music education hubs. The Department for Education committed more than £171 million between August 2012 and March 2015 for a network of 123 hubs across England. This gives kids from 5 to 18 the chance to learn new skills and talents. But is this enough? Some teachers and students think that at least one creative GCSE should be compulsory for the GCSE timetable. We asked two teachers for their views on the matter.
I think creative subjects are what inspire the next generation of people who are going to invent. They're going to be architects, they're going to be artists, they're going to be musicians. Without these things, the world would be a very, very boring place.
You learn things in art and music and drama and all those things that may be things you might not cover in other subjects, so they give you a broad range of skills. It's important that perhaps as a student, if you are good at creative subjects, and I think it's really important that you can feel that you're succeeding at something, if maybe perhaps something like maths or geography or history isn't maybe your thing. And I think it's important because you need to have a balance, don't you? So if you did maths all day or you did art all day, then A, it would be boring, and B, you wouldn't get a broad range of skills. So I think it's important to have a balance. That's why they are important to the curriculum.
Though the government is still focusing on academic subjects in school curriculum, creative ones, such as food and nutrition, can still gain focus through current matters. Healthy eating is a big focus for young people, and methods such as a sport relief bake-off can raise awareness. Over to you.
The government has been encouraging young people to eat healthier, both in and out of school. We are here today to find out how much our school has been helping students.
Hello and welcome to the first Tunbridge Wells Boys Grammar School Sports Relief Bake Off. In the kitchen we have tension mounting in here, we have students versus teachers, some delicious cakes being cooked. The theme had to be a cake containing fruit or vegetables, so we've got blueberries, parsnips, courgettes going on in here, and lots of delicious smells going to come out shortly. And all the cakes are going to be sold at a cake sale tomorrow to raise money for Sports Relief. So, on your marks, get set, bake!
What cake are you doing? I'm making an orange layer cake.
Do you have confidence in winning this?
Yeah, I'd like to think I can win it. And I'd like to. Good luck. Thank you.
If you guys want a drink, maybe only got water, tea or coffee. I'm fine.
Icing sugar and fresh lemon juice.
Hello, so what's your name?
And my name is Yubra.
What cake are you making?
A lemon and blueberry cake.
Wow, that sounds nice. So, do you think you can win it?
Well, there's quite a lot of
competitors, so I might have a slim chance.
So who do you want to beat? Is that the staff or the
staff.
students? Good luck.
Thank you.
Women's
Put the ice on, you put straight in the fridge after judging.
What cake are you making?
I'm making banana muffins. Never made before. Never made anything before.
Are you confident in winning?
No, there's some seriously good competition in there. Seriously good.
Good luck.
bakers.
It'll be literally the initial 14 that I'll send.
Right, you're telling cake
But this is I'm making a spiced carrot, parsnip and orange gluten free cake.
Sounds lovely. Then you just make sure they're all win.
Let's hope so.
Good luck, Miss.
Thank you very much. Thank you, gentlemen.
First name.
These are the same.
Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. I'm very impressed. Fantastic. A little taste of who announced the winners.
It's difficult cooking under pressure.
Are you happy about being the winner?
Yeah, I'm quite proud. I didn't expect to win.
All over the playground.
Oh, are you going to have a cake?
I'll get to dramatic planning.
Right, gentlemen.
Now back to the studios.
Which cake was your favourite?
I actually tasted the winning courgette cake. It was delicious.
Sounds nice. Now to Brad and Finn with the sport.
Hello, I'm Finn, and today I will bring you all the latest sports. The under-17s have reached the Kent Cup final at Tunbridge Wells Football Club, 7 p.m, Wednesday the 23rd of March. The second 11, who have only just recently won the league, are now in the Kent Cup final after Easter. The futsal teams, which are indoor football, are going to be playing in Gillingham, April, and this will include Year 7, 9 and 11. Back to Charlie.
Thank you very much for watching.
We hope you've enjoyed TWGSB's BBC School Report.
That's all from us in the studio. Over to Finn with the weather.
In South East England today, it won't be raining, but you might want to take a jumper with you, as there are highs of 8 degrees and lows of 4. In the ever sunny rural Tunbridge Wells, there will be highs of 6 and lows of 5. It will be mostly cloudy, whereas in London we have sunny spells with highs of 11 and lows of 5. That will be all for now from the BBC School Report team. Thank you.